Hello, Libra. Welcome to another morning inspo. If you are new here, I'm Auji, and this is Sacred Libra, where we talk all things Libra. Make sure you guys are subscribed and make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if this reading resonates with you. I do have a download for you guys. The download is there's a need for you to rest. You do have rest, replenish. But the reason that you need to rest and replenish is because number one, you've reached a higher level of consciousness. And a lot of things could be coming at you at once right now. And also, for the biggest reason, is you've opened Pandora's box. Now, in Pandora's box, there is a higher level of consciousness. You kind of outgrow your own belief system. You let go of things that are holding you back, let go of guilt, shame, that you may have brought upon yourself or someone else. You let go of judgment. It's like you come out of your shell. Like literally, you pour out into the universe, being poured out. You are being poured out into the universe, which is not you are being poured out. It's just that now you have the awareness of who and what you truly are. All right, so make sure you get your rest. Make sure you take it easy on yourself for the next couple of days and you just breathe, sleep if you need to, nap, okay, rest, chill out, find a series and just rest. I've been watching the Hollywood Medium and just bawling, y'all, just crying, just getting my life out. Because I got a reader by Marge. Hey Marge, how you doing? And that's like one of the only people that I trust to read me because I don't like I'm a Libra that don't believe anything. So I really have to like trust, your ability to kind of see through a lot of things, to trust exactly what you say. I know. A little hard headed, right? And she told me that I do have mediumship. And ever since she told me that, that's been on my mind. I know I do have this type of these interactions that I do with my loved ones. And they seem so real. I wake up feeling like I just talk to them. I'm so happy. I'm like, oh yeah, I think they're gone. They're not gone at all. That's what I think. I'm like, they're not gone at all. But they're like, no, you have other people. I'm like, hold up now. I don't know if I want to tap into other people, but just watching Tyler's journey through it, it's like, wow, he's giving people the closure. And it's just a beautiful work. Like I was just admiring his work. Just watching the Hollywood Medium. I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure. So check that out. If y'all seen it, let me know if y'all like it or whatever. Or how do you feel about mediumship? Or do you know any mediums? Um, I don't know. His story is kind of similar to mine, of like childhood, being quiet, doodling, stuff like that. Just had like a sense of, I know they were talking to me when I was young because I was so into like imaginary everything. And I believed in imaginary friends and stuff like that. I wanted one, so I was looking for it. But anyways, let's get into the affirmation. It's the affirmation. If you post the affirmation in the comments, I will pin your comment. Also, I'm looking for a moderator too, that can post affirmations. Make sure everybody get a chance to get their comment pinned. I've been remembering to do it. Like, oh shoot, let me pin the comments. But I'm really looking for a moderator to do that. Let me know if you're interested, like for real this time. I know I didn't say that before, but like seriously. What is the affirmation for Libra? I am beautiful inside and out. Yes, you are. What does beauty mean to me? In what ways am I beautiful? I am beautiful inside and out. Yes, you are. There we go. You're seeing yourself different. So I feel like also since Pandora's box has opened, the way you look at yourself is totally different. You're understanding your beauty inside and out. Your beautiful aura, your beautiful energy, your beautiful face, okay? Your beautiful body, your beautiful hair, your beautiful soul, your beautiful spirit, your beautiful heart. All things are beautiful. What is the tarot energy of the day for Libra? I'm going to go into the blessing bag also. Just feeling it. Feeling it. All right, you do have the Ace of Wands coming out. All right, this is really, really good energy for today. Very, very good energy. Lots of changes, quick, fast motions, spiritual evolvement, which we are talking about this, like spiritual growth, spiritual evolution, or spiritual awakening. Also, with the Ace of Wands, it's an enlightenment. But this is an overall energy thing, confidence boost. For some of you guys, this is definitely a big victory that changes your life, that makes something, an aspect of your life change. This is you also connecting with your desires. Um, and that is the energy. The energy is feeling good. The energy is you're vibrating on the same frequency as your desires. Okay. This is the energy of the day. Something also has the ability to change at the snap of a finger. I've been saying change at the snap of a finger like a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. All right. Let's go into the blessing bag for Libra. What is in the blessing bag for Libra today? All right. Pure luck in all endeavors. Pure luck. A brand new home start packing. Akashic records are open to you. Some of you guys, all right, you are not having, and I need to take my own advice with this. You are not just having regular ideas. The ideas that you are tapping into are a part of the Akashic records. Okay, these are major ideas. These ideas can change your life at the snap of a finger. You are tapping into the Akashic records. And that is why it is seeming like you have pure luck in all of your endeavors. It's because these are not just random little fads that you're trying to do. These are your ancestors whispering, literally telling you how to finish. I was just, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I was just playing, like, I have this brain. Don't judge me, y'all. All right? Don't judge me. I got this relaxing brain games books, and it have word puzzles, Sudoku puzzles, number puzzles, mazes. Okay. I like stuff like that. All right. While I'm sitting, don't have nothing to do. I just go and I do my little maze, or it beats scrolling on TikTok and looking at nonsense. I don't want to see Blueface and Krishan no more. God, okay? So it beats seeing all that stuff where you don't really have control. Well, you do have control over what you see, but I do feel like it's like a lot, consuming a lot. And if you have anxiety or you have anything like just fast, 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 sometimes I need to slow down and think. So reading, doing little, like, brain puzzles like that. So I was doing a maze with my sister. We was going through the maze. Like, you try to get through, then it's my turn. I try to get through, and we was timing each other. My sister is really good at the mazes. Very good at the mazes. I thought I would they would she was really, really good at the mazes. And she was telling me the whole time, she was like, something weird happened to me when I was getting through the mazes. And she was like, it was telling me, no, go this way. Go this way. No, do this, go this way. That's what, and her brain was telling her, like, somebody was guiding her through the maze. Then I get to this here of your ancestors whispering in your ear, literally guiding you through the maze. Thanks, Blake. Literally guiding you through the maze. I'm sorry, I had to write this down. Yeah. And it is seeming that you have pure luck. It is seeming that's like, oh, wow. Don't forget to thank your ancestors on the way up. Don't forget to leave something for them. Leave wine, chocolates, flowers. I did like a nice Florida water bath for them. They sucked that up, like literally. I left this water on my altar in my nice little container. I put like dried leaves, flowers, made a nice detox bath with Florida water, some eucalyptus, had some like rose quartz in there. I came back, that water was gone. I said, let me get me a nice small little bath. So make sure you give your ancestors something. For some of you guys, your ancestors are just whispering in your ear. And it's going to seem like luck for those who don't believe in anything esoteric, spiritual, religious. They're going to be like, I'm just lucky. I'm just making it happen. No, you're being guided. Okay. You have taken your time to clear your mind and tap into the self more. Tap out of your identity a little bit and tap into the self. And now you've tapped into the Akashic records. They open to you. You've opened them up. Now you know how to go back and get information. You know exactly what to do, how to get information, how to use information. All right. So let's go right into this reading. I'm feeling the angels and ancestors. This was a long download, but I feel like it's a full long download. I feel like it's something needed. All right. Like I said, you are not getting just regular, just ideas that's like wishful thinking. These are the Akashic records being open to you. Sit in meditation. Meditate on the ideas that you get. What is the morning inspo for Libra today? You got the Lord, self energy, the Lord. Take charge with authority. All right, you're about to take charge. You have the high priestess in your spiritual placement. You are harnessing your mystic power. Okay, your mystic power, that is you tapping in. That is this Pandora's box, Pandora's gift. That is you tapping more into the self. That is you letting go of all identities and things like that, and you're tapping more into an intuitive power. All right. You do have Hunter, track down your fears and desires. All right. Right now, you're in a place where you have this hunter, or let's just say warrior mentality. But we want to say hunter because you're actually being intentional about each step. You know what scares you. All right. You know your fears. For some of you guys, your fear is not being able to do anything about something. And when you get into this new awareness, you realize that there's nothing that you need to do. You don't have to respond. All you have to do is take care of you. You really don't have to do anything else. And for some of you guys who like control a lot, this new energy is forcing you to let go of your control and resistance and constraints. But right now, it's almost like the same thing that scares you, you want it. So right now, you're tracking. It's the same thing. All right. Um, you do have great teacher in your relationship. There's a relationship that you do have with a person that is teaching you, or you are teaching a person a valuable lesson about relationships. There's a person who is definitely teaching you. Um, there's a spiritual experience that happens within a relationship. For some of you guys, your relationship with spirit, or there's a from a spiritual, from a story, from one of the spiritual characters, you're bonding, you have a special relationship with them. You'll know exactly who this is. Right now there's a spiritual person teaching you a lesson. Since Easter just passed, john John could be teaching you a lesson, a spiritual lesson. Or you could be teaching vice versa. But I'm thinking about the story of John in the Bible, or the stories of the John, the spiritual experiences. um that could be teaching you a lesson in your life. um but you'll know exactly. I remember I was being pulled to Esther for some reason, pulled to Esther, and reading more of her story and getting to understand, and figuring out where the connection was coming from. So be mindful if you have a niche to go read or learn something, or something may pop up on your feed for you to see. And it may be pulling you closer to one of these spiritual characters. Okay. In your relationship, in your career placement, you have release the old and rest. Autumn, there's something that is no more. The leaves have fallen. It's time for you to accept what no longer is and rest in it no longer being. Rest in the emptiness, rest in the space. All right, because something is no longer there. So it's time for you to rest in some type of space. For some of you guys, you could have left a job. For some of you guys, you could have changed careers. For some of you guys, you could have stopped, closed down a business, or had to close down a store, or had to revamp something. um Release the old. For some of you guys, you're still trying to make an old practice or a old idea or a belief system work for something that's ever changing. And on your spiritual journey placement, spirit is taking you to enjoy growth and reap the rewards of your heart labor. You do have the lady. This is like the Empress card here. So the fruits of your labor are returned back to you. Benefits. Spirit is bringing you to a feast, literally guiding you through the maze to get to your feast. All right. Your overall message is Air Guardian, shift your perception. There's something else that you need to know, which you are doing right now. And all of this is happening through meditation, through taking, understanding like trying not to identify with every single thing. Um, just being okay with just being, tapping more into self energy. All right. At the bottom of the deck, you do have let love and let yourself be loved. You have the heart guardian, the heart chakra is open, and following your heart is going to release the wild wolf within, and it makes you feel loved and comforted more. Some of you guys are afraid to follow your heart, but it brings you that void that you always feel like you're missing. And this just goes in that you are just missing you. Everything is a reflection of you. All right, we're going into work your light to clarify. Okay, you have, tell me more about Lord. Yes, transformation. You've transformed. Things are changing at a cellular level. This is deep healing. I feel like if somebody was going through some type of stuck, stagnant energy, it was the cause of some type of transformation. And now that you have transformed, now you are taking charge. For some of you guys, you are the teacher. You are the great teacher in a relationship. You are teaching a person a valuable lesson about relationship. You are the greatest teacher. You have this high priestess. You are embodying this high priestess or this priestess, this mystic energy, embodying the mystic. Remember, we talked about that a couple weeks ago. Um, it's time for you to, of course, take a break. You are embodying a mystic right now. Tell me more about the high priestess. All right. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light? Spirit is bringing this energy on you, and how are you just dimming all the light that spirit is giving you? Because you are harnessing it. So definitely to ask yourself, how are you trying to fit in? How are you trying to make an identity with? Because that's how we fit in. We try to identify. We want to be included or validated by. There's something that your soul is calling you to do. Better to help you out about this question. There's something that your soul is calling you to do, but you don't do it just to fit in. Something that your soul is calling you to do, but you're not doing it in order to fit in, because if you were to do it, there may be questions or there may be something. This has a lot to do with an action or a soul, something that a talent or something that you want to create or something that you are feeling. There's something that you want to do, but you won't do it because you could be playing small. There's a need for you to align your life, and there's something that needs to change here in order for you to fully harness this mystic power. Also, if for you to fully grasp the energy of the high priestess, which is all intuitive energy, which you going deep beyond. Um, this is you going deep. Let me see. Deep beyond judgments, history, belief, and tapping all into intuitiveness, all into your intuition. Answer the call. All right. Tell me more about Hunter. Okay. How can you mother yourself? For some of you guys, you have dreams of children. For some of you guys, you want to be a better parent. There are situations that are cracking you open, and not to make you feel vulnerable, open, and exposed, but to crack you open, um, to make you pour more out into the world, become more vulnerable. Something is, you're about to understand why everything happened and why something is connected, why your fear is connected to what it is that you want. You're not alone in that. But mothering, there's a need for you to mother yourself more. How can you mother yourself more? I'm feeling like nurturing has a lot to do with what you're afraid of. There's something that you want to nurture, and then there's something that you're afraid of nurturing. Mm. And all of this is happening for a reason. All right, tell me more about great teacher, which is you. You are the great teacher, the council of light, divine orchestration. For some of you guys, you are in the right place at the right time, around the right people. Um, you are teaching great lessons. Um, You are a teacher and you are being guided by the council of light. This is a time for you to have fun, celebrate, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what exactly would you do in the relationship? You and then look, you are the teacher. You don't know you're the teacher. You think that something is just fun, have fun, play. You think that somebody is not really into it, but there's a person who may have an easy going, and I have learned this just by being all of this. Okay, most people when they hear wisdom coming from a person where it don't necessarily make sense, because I'm not an old lady now. I'm still outside, okay? But they may look and they act like they don't take heed to it. And at first it used to bother me when I was younger. And I was like, wow, if somebody told me something that really changed, or gave me an epiphany, I have no problem with telling them like, oh my gosh, like when you said da 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 da. But I had to deal with being completely ignored, act like I wasn't listened to, but people was actually listening. So from that wisdom that I took, okay, that I done cried over and felt unheard, unseen, all of those things over. There could be people in your life that could be just hearing what you said and being like, oh, okay, making a game out of everything. It looks like somebody is like carefree. They don't think too much of nothing serious, but they listen to you. And you are a great teacher in their life, not just by what you say, but by who you are and what it is that you do. So just because a person is not giving you the validation doesn't mean that you are not being heard. That could be a big mistake that you make stop speaking or to stop teaching because you feel like, well, it's useless. I've been there too. Um, while there's a person who really, really, really feels like they should just stop. They're not being heard. They're not being taught. But as you can see, your ancestors are guiding you here. You have helpers here. The Akashic records are open to you right now, and they are listening. Oh, trust me, they're listening. Also, there's a person, because look, there is a person is who needs to establish some better boundaries. You have double missions, or you do a lot of work in other realms as well, and you don't know. Um, there is somebody also who is trying to come in, and there's a lot of information that you give out. There's a need for you to kind of cut that off so you can rest and rejuvenate. Somebody may actually be a teacher and may do a lot of work on the clock and off the clock. Um, there needs to be a better work schedule. Also, make sure you put time into yourself just as much as you're putting time into everybody else. Okay, tell me more about autumn. The old is no longer here. You have play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. You got the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. It's time for you to call your power back. Um, get grounded. Don't be so serious. It's time for you to have fun. Wow. Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. You are being divinely guided. So there could be some of you guys who could have ended something that has to do with something career. And you are being divinely guided right now to play, have fun, celebrate. Don't be so serious. Like things are going to work out. It's going to be once you get past here, you're going to look back and say, wow, and I overthought everything. I thought the world was falling down. I thought this, that, and the third. I overate. I binge ate. I overdrank. I was smoking. I was chain smoking. I was doing this and I was in my head, and none of that occurred. All of that was in my mind, not just my mind. All of that was a low vibrational part of me trying to scare me. trying to get me to do something crazy out of desperation or fear, trying to get me to self-sabotage myself. Once you get there, you're going to be like, it's been a breeze. It's always a breeze. It will always be a breeze. I don't know how God got it set up for you, but that's how he got it set up for me, you know. I've been working a long time. Tell me more about Lady. Lady, you are already doing it. Spirit is just feast. Enjoy your growth and reap your rewards. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. As you go to this place of harvest, there are little apples and berries along the path, and you can eat as you go. You can taste as you go. There are fruits along the path. Stop overthinking it. Stop feeling guilty. Stop feeling your survivor's guilt, because there's fruit, berries, oranges, bananas along the path. I want to know who would want their car to sound like that. That would scare me every morning. Literally, have you seen how I just jumped? Like, I hope y'all did. Yeah, I got a new mic. Take a break. Life, a life's work, not a session. Get off the treadmill. All right. Tell me more about Air Guardian. Change your perception. For some of you guys, you think you don't have the tools. This is for you feeling like you aren't qualified enough. And Spirit is telling you that you are qualified. Matter of fact, you've been changing for this for lifetimes. Before you even got here, you were qualified for this. Lifetimes. This is the lifetime that you live it out. This is the lifetime that you step into the doing. This is the lifetime that you step into the action. You've been training. You've been through training. Now it's time for you to go. All right. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. There's something that somebody desperately needs to change their energy. You're going through an awakening right now. You are being awakened. Phoenix energy for sure. Phoenix energy for sure. It's time for you to share your voice. Come out of the cave. Do something magical, Libra. All is on your side. Literally being guided through the maze, okay? All right, what are the angel messages for Libra? Successful funding. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into a reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. All right, you have clearing debts. Your self care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. And last but not least, thank you, partnership. Allow helpful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. Make sure you block out distractions at this time and tune into self. All right, so this is your morning inspo. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up and make sure you guys are subscribed. I love you guys and have a beautiful day. I will see you in the next video.